I wrote a poem last night. Actually, I wrote two, but the particular one that I'm going to read at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still not sure what I think of it. I've reread it today, and it could either be very creative and unique and very different from my usual style, or kind of lame and emo. And I can't decide which it is yet. If it's just too full of angst to be any good, or if it's just honest. I'm really having trouble with that one. I don't think I've ever found the words to express these feelings quite like I did with this poem, and I think I really like that, but I'm really having trouble making up my mind. So I'm going to read it. I questioned whether or not I should for a little while, but I think I'm going to. And it speaks to memories of a time in my life that, you know, they're there, and I don't know if they'll ever leave, and I'm not sure why. An old relationship that I'm over, for all intents and purposes of the word, but it still just hangs around, and it's been 3 years, and I haven't spoken to the person in almost a year, and it doesn't matter. In the middle of the night, it's still always there, poking its head in and looking around, and I think this was the best metaphor I could come up with for it. Maybe that's what people mean by saying that love lasts forever, although at 16, could I really have been really in love? 16 and 17. I don't know. I don't know what it is that keeps it coming. And it, you know, it's not a heartbreak. It's not something that affects my day-to-day life. It's just there, and I guess I'm learning to be honest with it and admitting that it's there. And after 3 years of it not having, when it shows up, lessened in intensity, I'm starting to think that in some way it might always be there. And in a lot of ways I'm okay with that, because it has made my art what it is, taken it in the direction it has. It has become the little ghost at my shoulder that drives my poetry. Before this whole situation, it was my dad. And I think every artist has that, either multiple or, you know, that one. And so as frustrating as it is, maybe it's just honest to admit that it's there and it exists. So I'm not sure what I think about this poem yet, but I'm going to share it with you guys. And I'm going to throw some pictures up with it, which, you know, may take the emo-ness over the top. We'll see. But I'm going to share it with you. And I entitled it Pinata. The you I love isn't really you. It's your face wrapped around a balloon in paper mache made of old newspaper strips and paste, then painted and strung with colorful streamers. It hangs over my bed. It stares at me and keeps me awake. It pokes its garish, pointed nose into my dreams and causes me to wake up screaming. When I strike it until it bursts, no treats rain down on me. Instead, it gapes, empty and cold. The nothingness inside isn't you. It's not you that is empty and devoid of humanity. It's only an effigy. But somehow I think it is you, dangling in tattered strips of streamered, painted, pasted paper and worn latex. I wish that I could burn the pieces. But every night it's whole again, carefully reconstructed from my fondest memories, leering and promising a reward. Is it you that is empty? Is it merely the effigy of you? Or is it me?